all the good single men being held in captivity somewhere, where are we meeting decent men? Like guys who are actually ready for a relationship. I was out with my girlfriends last night. We're all young. We're all hot. We have hobbies.
You're all young and you're all hot? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, let's not get too carried away. And yes, fellas, I'm here. I was gonna take the weekend off, but I had to make some comments about some of these videos, and I have to do it quick because if I don't, the women delete the videos, they get ratioed in the comments, then they delete the videos, and then I'm not able to do anything with them. So I am back. I am working on the weekend. She just called herself young and hot, and I'm not sure. It's probably just a lie. And then she said hobbies, which we know women really don't have hobbies except social media. So well, let's continue.
We have careers. We go to workout classes. We're thriving out and about baddies, and we can't seem to find decent single men to save our lives.
Oh no.
Here's my question. If these women are thriving, so they say they're thriving and they're doing the best they've ever done, why do we have to hear about it so much? Just do it. Leave us out of it. Quit making videos about it. Quit telling us. You know it. Everyone else knows it. You've been saying it for years. Like, who cares? Just stop. It doesn't make sense.
Hinge is a bust. Tinder is just for hookup. Don't even get me started about Raya. Where are the men? Who is holding them hostage? Please set them free. I am begging you.
Yeah, and so obviously, she's not. Where are the men? Where are the men? Where did all the men go? What happened to the men? They just disappeared, all the good men. You mean the men you've been ignoring, the men you will always ignore, the men that just do not meet this very unrealistic standard. Even these women right here, I don't know what's going on with this woman's face. It looks, there's a lot going on here that I would like to, I don't know. I don't know. She says she's young. She says she's hot. I don't see it. Maybe some guy out there's a perfect guy for women like this. Me personally, when I see a woman broadcasting herself online, screaming into a camera, telling everybody she can that she's a hot baddie, that she needs a man that's worthy of her, I don't get it. I mean, good luck, but it's not gonna happen.
I just got catcalled. I love being a woman. Just trying to get my smoothie. I shouldn't get catcalled. Wow. I have a fruity little drink in my hand. That's so rude.
You didn't get catcalled. Men do not catcall women with these types of glasses. Well, maybe some men do, but there's the piercing, there's the glasses, I'm gonna have to measure that. It's a pretty intense, I'm not gonna say the word because YouTube doesn't like it when I mention those types of areas. So you know what it means, I know what it means, and I don't know what she's working with. Maybe she has a dump truck. Nobody knows. Okay, you got a woman with a pair of glasses like that. If she has a dump, sure, I'll whistle. The camera cuts off. Maybe she's got a couple knee knockers. Who knows? Maybe she's got some runny eggs. I'd whistle at that too. Sure, why not? Usually when I see the septum ring and I don't know what type of glasses those are, but it's like the big weird glasses that teachers that are teaching gender studies wear. You know what I'm talking about.
I saw a girl on here say that if your only goal in life as a woman is to get married and have a family, that you're pathetic. And I think that's ridiculous. As someone who grew up in a bad home environment, my only dream in life is to create a family and home environment that is safe, comfortable, loving. I don't dream of work.
What if I told you that a majority of women, and I know a lot of women, maybe some watching this, I don't know, a lot of women will disagree with me, but I have a belief that a very large portion of women, a majority, like nothing better than to be a mom and to fulfill those feminine duties. It's just that they can't, they're not able to. And so they go on the offensive and they start attacking other women. They start telling other women that, oh, well, since I can't do it, you can't do it either. So and then it's a repetition. It's a circular behavior. It's this endless sick cycle of women pissing other women off and making them hate other women and stuff. And so a lot of women hate other women, and that's just a fact. But I think a lot of women have the same views as this woman does. She wants a family. She wants a good husband. She wants someone to take care of her. And I think a lot of women also feel that way.
I don't. Education is important and we should have the right to choose, but I don't want to go get a job at all. The only thing that I dream about is being a good mom. I love kids. I don't understand how it's pathetic.
That's a great question. I've been wondering that myself.
Yeah, and education is important. That's true. You know, you can read a book. You read books. Read books, learn, that's fine. But did you guys see that these colleges are teaching about Sydney Sweeney's blue jean ad? Did you see this? Colleges are teaching about Sydney Sweeney's blue jean ad. So this is the type of education these women are paying for. Well, they're not paying for it. They're getting loans. They'll have to repay it eventually at 26% interest. But these are the types of educations that these women are getting. So it's kind of a waste of time if you ask me. I don't think you should be learning about Sydney Sweeney's ass and a pair of American Eagle jeans. It's just me, just my opinion. I think maybe something closer to like STEM, you know, learn some math, science, sure. Be an engineer, why not? But the whole these liberal studies you get from these colleges, I think they're just completely pointless.
Friday night check-in for all my single girls in their 30s, and your weekly reminder that if your life looks nowhere near what you thought it would at 32 for me, then that is okay. I'm currently at my best friend and her partner's house in Cornwall that they have bought, and it's definitely a stark reminder that I am nowhere near buying and sharing a house with someone. Instead, I'm in bed on a Friday night.
He said, grab a sweater. We're going on a boat. And I said, on the water?
Can you imagine a guy making a video like this? I couldn't. Certain types of men, sure, you know, but a majority of men, like, well, what are we doing? Posting videos, call out to all the women that are single in their 30s, laying in bed with a dog. How pathetic is this?
My dog, but also feeling very lucky that I have such a good group of friends. We're actually all in bed at 10:30 as well, which is quite funny. I feel like that doesn't scream 30s, and I don't know what does. But your reminder, if you're not unhinged tonight, you're rotting on TikTok, you're in a Netflix hole.
When is modern science going to find a cure for a woman's mouth?
And you know, after women make these types of videos where they're just they're coping, that they're alone but they're with a dog, and they're trying to feel like they're talking to people by talking into their phone. I don't know, it's very sad behavior. But you know, after they make these videos, they kind of just lay in bed and cry all night.
Once, shame on you. It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
In honor of having a date tonight, here are my standards for dating for the people that I date and myself. I say that because I never expect anything from someone that I don't also expect from myself. And also, if you're dating, you need to have your standards defined before you start dating. If you don't have your standards predetermined before you start dating, how do you know if someone's violating them? Number one, and probably...
What? What the fuck? Stop it. Get some help.
If you're a single mom, and here's the thing, automatically right off the bat, you're a single mom, bad decisions. Okay, where's the dad? What happened to the dad? What happened to the man you gave your everything to? What happened to the man that you gave your womb to? What happened to the man that you gave every part of your soul to create another living being? Where'd that guy go? Where's he at? Because the way I see it, whatever you're gonna do to that guy, you'll do double worse to the next guy. So honestly, like, what do the standards mean whenever whatever guy you're going to get involved with is just going to be on the receiving end of a massive headache?
Probably the most important to me, I do not do casual hookups. If you're just looking to sleep around, I'm not your girl. No judgment at all to anyone who doesn't mind casual hookups. Not at all. Get yours. You know what I mean?
Let me translate this for the fellas out there. She doesn't do them anymore unless he's super attractive. That's the that's what they don't say. They're like, oh yeah, you know, she got railed 50 times in her 20s, you know, by random men. But now the only men that ram her are going to be the hot dudes. Those are the only casual hookups she's going to be having from now on. Any mid dude is going to have to wait for the baby daddy sloppy seconds, as always.
Not for you. It's just not for me. Number two, also very important. If you are MAGA, goodbye. There's no discussion. I don't want to...
Tatas, Laverne and Shirley, gazongas and Cornish game hens.
The ironic part about this one is she's probably only attracted to those types of men. So she's going to be matching with the guys that their profile is, I'm not political, I'm a centrist, I'm an independent. You know, all the while these are the same dudes that are going to be probably the most conservative. And she's attracted to them. She just doesn't like them. So make that make sense.
Hear anything you have to say, just go. Any affiliation with MAGA or the conservative party at all, goodbye. Number 3, if you have children and I find out you are a deadbeat dad, goodbye. Goodbye. I don't date deadbeat dad. If you try to play the card of, oh, I want to see my kids, but I can't see them because their mom won't let me, I realize that that may be true in some circumstances. And if...
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
It's true in almost every circumstance. A lot of women will say, oh, it's true sometimes. No. A majority of men get their children weaponized against them. They get their visitations weaponized against them. They get the child support weaponized against them. And even if they do pay child support, even if they do everything that these women ask, a lot of times they still don't get to see the kids. They still don't get to spend time with the kids. Even when they do spend time with the kids, you have the mom completely brainwashing them behind the scenes, telling them how much of a piece of shit the dad is, telling them how much he's a deadbeat. And in reality, this guy's doing the best he can. And in a lot of realities, these men are doing great jobs with what they're given. A woman can't understand that because very few women get put in that position.
So I've entered that new phase of being single where your family starts to become concerned now of why you're still single, and they're gonna start asking like, oh, no boyfriend for the holidays? You're not bringing anyone home? No, I'm not. Yeah, my brother proposed to his girlfriend, and now my parents are focused on my dating life, or like, oh, we want you to find love. No.
That's because in China, you would be called a leftover woman. I was going to call her trash woman, but I guess that's the same thing. A leftover used woman. And men, when men get in their 40s and 50s and they're single, they are called prized bachelor, the golden goose bachelor, or something like that. The translation is iffy, but you guys know what I mean. So yeah, families do get worried when they have these sort of femcel type daughters that, they might have in their 20s, they got passed around like a deck of cards, but now they're not getting any attention. They're usually overweight. No shade to this woman here. They can have a nice set and a dump truck in the back, but they're still fat. That's just the reality. Okay. And then their parents are wondering why these women are not getting any attention. They're not getting any attention from the men they want attention from, and that's because they're not worth it. They're not worth it. A lot of men see women that dress like Beetlejuice and dye their hair pink as problematic. They don't want to be around them. You got the big glasses, you got the thick frame glasses again, which is fine, wear whatever type of glasses you want. But men see this and they're like, yeah, no, we're good. But anyway, fellas, quick video today. I'm going to wrap it up. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Later.